And now, the story of a sexy Italian supermodel that looks like $1 million and costs nearly as much. With striking curves, 600 horsepower, and prices that can hit 7 figures, Lamborghini has long been an object of desire. But while the car can turn a corner, it hasn't always turned a profit. For years, the company languished near bankruptcy. Now, with a new CEO determined to broaden the brand's appeal, Lamborghini is thriving once again. Phil LeBeau travels to Italy and gets behind the wheel of one of the most coveted cars in the world.
Bologna, Italy. Narrow streets, old world architecture, Renaissance charm. It's a city where getting around still involves plenty of old-fashioned pedal power. But in this area, just outside the quiet Italian hillside, you'll also find some of the world's most high-tech, high-octane, and high-priced automobiles. Lamborghini. Here, in the old world tradition, each car, some costing more than $1 million, is treated like a work of art. Every Lamborghini made to order. And like any masterpiece, each takes time and skill to be fashioned. Here, you won't see machines doing the work of humans. With a gentle touch, workers ease in the 540 horsepower engine. Their palette? Colors created specifically for the brand, like Monterey Blue and Rosovic Red. Even the roar of the engine is often compared to a concerto. And this is the man who keeps the orchestra in perfect pitch.
And this is where it all happens.
Here all happens.
Stefan Winkelmann is Lamborghini's CEO, as sleek and styled as the sports cars he sells. Since taking the top job in 2005, Winkelmann has brought the drive that made him a star at parent company Audi. Now he's steering Lamborghini into the 21st century.
How often do you come down here?
Me personally come down once a day. And once
You'll come down here once a day?
Yeah, once a day. I come down and I'll go through one or the other line to say hello, to look at how the workers are doing, how they feel, how the atmosphere is. So it's very important for me and for them.
Is it important for you as a reminder?
Yes, because I have to know where we're coming from, and this is the heart of the company.
Winkelmann's attention to detail has proven to be a sorely needed shot in the arm for Lamborghini, which languished near bankruptcy before his arrival. He wants to accelerate the performance of the company and make the bottom line every bit as dazzling as the cars they create.
Most of us will never have a chance to drive, let alone own a Lamborghini. But if you ever get a chance to climb into one of these road rockets, well, the first thing you'll notice is just how powerful it is. Hey, it goes from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds.
Sales at Lamborghini are taking off. But the cars have an appeal that cannot be measured by their horsepower or speed.
Is there really a need for a car to go 200 miles per hour?
What is more important, the meat or the salt? So it's about emotions we are selling.
Passion is what makes automobiles really inviting.
Jim Hall, vice president for the auto consulting firm Auto Pacific, says Lamborghini is for the driver who wants the fast car and the image that goes with it.
With Lamborghini, you're simply buying adrenaline. And it's a great way to buy it. It's not the only way, but it's a great way to buy it. It's the guy that lives in Bologna, and his girlfriend lives in Torino, and he has to see her quickly. So he gets on the autostrada and drives like stink and gets there and sees his girlfriend. And his wife's wondering where he is.
With price tags starting at $200,000 and topping out at more than $1.3 million, these ultra-luxurious cars have long been a favorite of Hollywood's A-list. And while Lamborghini still covets rock stars and billionaires, it's now going after a new audience, the regular guy, or at least the regular guy with a healthy income. like Britt Alsop, whose success as an aerospace engineer has allowed him to trade up to his third Lamborghini in the last 18 months.
I call myself the average guy.
The average guy driving a vehicle that cost a couple $100,000.
Yes.
That strikes some people as being unusual.
No, not at all. People are in different walks of life that are in the high-tech industry or that have started their own businesses and they flourished. So, and this is a byproduct of their success.
Lamborghini's expansion is no accident. In the past 2 years, it's transformed itself from a nearly unattainable brand to one more accessible to the public, not by lowering prices or making a mass-market model, but simply by making production more efficient, making Lamborghinis more available.
40 years, we sold 250 cars a year worldwide. And just in the last 4 years, we exceeded 1,000. And in 2006, for the first time, we sold more than 2,000 cars. We always produce less than demand because this is what the luxury business is all about.
The strategy seems to be working. This year, Lamborghini is celebrating both record sales and record profits. Revenue is up 61% for the first half of 2007, and Lamborghini's elite fleet is already sold out for 2008 with a one-year waiting list. It's a far cry from 1963, when Ferruccio Lamborghini created the car and the company. The son of a farmer, Lamborghini made millions manufacturing tractors and spent his wealth on fast cars. But when the clutch on his Ferrari didn't work, Ferruccio Lamborghini was told by Enzo Ferrari the problem wasn't the car, but the owner. So Mr. Lamborghini decided to build his own car. 44 years later, the company's biggest customer base can be found not on the Italian autostrada, but on the freeways of Southern California.
Now you have the world's largest Lamborghini dealership.
That's right. For our dealership, we sold about 127 new cars and about 100 used Lamborghinis.
127 cars may not sound like a lot, but the dealership that Vic Coulian and his sisters own accounts for almost 15% of Lamborghini's worldwide sales. The U.S. is hands down Lamborghini's largest market, accounting for 40% of total sales. Its newest dealership in Greenwich, Connecticut, is one of 5 Lamborghini opened in the U.S. this year.
Buonasera a tutti. We are delighted to be here tonight.
But will that be enough for Lamborghini to stand out in an already crowded ultra-luxury market?
Is it tougher for Lamborghini to sell a Lamborghini these days?
Definitely tougher. As the markets become more competitive and more crowded, selling yourself is harder to do. So they always have to keep ratcheting it up a little more. They have to make them more Lamborghini. They have to find something about the Lamborghini DNA that draws people and then distill it and make it even more potent.
Yeah, it's much tougher because a car is something which is technical, but without the brand, it's nothing. Because there are a lot of fast cars, a lot of good cars, the quality is high all over the industry. So if you miss to build up a proper brand, then you're done.
For Lamborghini, building the brand means making sure the car looks the part and exudes that seductive blend of grace and testosterone, which we saw firsthand in Lamborghini's own backyard, and again riding along the California coast with Winkelmann at an exclusive event held for U.S. owners and dealers.
When you appear in a group like we are having now, people around you, all the people watching, they just love it, and then you really feel what Lamborghini is all about.
Winkelmann and his bosses at Audi find themselves at a critical point, transforming Lamborghini into more than an exotic indulgence.
How has Audi changed Lamborghini?
The Audi being put in charge of Lamborghini has made Lamborghinis that are truly usable automobiles, in the same way a Camry is a usable automobile. They've taken this Italian company and they have given it a seriousness that, in my mind, means it's got a place guaranteed in history for another 30 years. That without that seriousness, it may not have.
And that's Stefan.
That's Stefan, that's Audi. He understands that's a business that has to thrive.
5 years from now, we want to be the most profitable super sports company and the most desirable. We think that we are the trendsetters. We are setting the pace. We want to be the ones to be followed. And we are moving pretty fast to achieve all these results.
If you want to get your hands on Lamborghini's newest model, the Rebenton, you may be a day late and just a few dollars short. The company made just 20 of them, and all were sold before they rolled off the factory floor for $1.4 million apiece. We'll be right back.